This video is not financial advice, but for entertainment purposes only. The reason being is because today's video is all about the markets, guys. What will happen next, possibly, okay? These are just our observations. So let's talk about it. First things first, BlackRock CEO dumps. Wait, what? Must be a testament of confidence in financial markets. Listen to this, guys, okay? It's so funny because it seems as we're getting confirmed by these big players, right? By the big whales, by the sharks. Because we stated before that these people will start dumping, guys, before the collapse occurs. Of course, they're not going to dump a day before the collapse. Why? I mean, then people literally catch on to why that all happened at the same damn time. Imagine all these people dumped a day before the collapse. They will be accused of insider trading. So their game plan, I think, is to slowly sell before the collapse occurs. This is from BlackRock, guys. Fink, right? The CEO at BlackRock, Fink, sold, it seems as about 35,000 shares, guys, as you guys can see right there, right, for an X amount of money. So I just calculated, if he sold about 33,000 around there, it would be about $25 million, guys, right, that he profited. But this amount of money is literally nothing to these certain people, obviously, right? And he sold it at July 26, 2023. But wait a minute, somebody pointed out, dumps about 35,000 shares, still owns 450,000 shares. Wow. Safe to say he's still pretty confident when he's still holding over $300 million in equity, right? So this is interesting though, okay? What happens when he slowly starts selling more throughout maybe the next year or so, right? Spotify CEO did too, $100 million. Huh. Interesting, isn't it, guys, right? Very fascinating. So, by the way, when we talk about BlackRock CEO, you guys truly think he's not in the know? Of course he is. Not to mention, the Walton family sold off $4.39 billion in Walmart shares during the first half of 2023, the most of any executive in a company this year. But why? Right? All these people are starting to sell their shares, their stocks, their assets, but why? Is it because they know the collapse is imminent? Right? That's the thing, guys. Now, what do I believe will occur first? I believe we pump. Guys. That's what I think. First we pump, then the catastrophic recession, depression combined comes afterwards. At the same time, in the first half of 2023, 340 United States firms filed for bankruptcy, setting a new 13-year high. Isn't that interesting, right? More bankruptcies are occurring. When the collapse takes place, it's literally going to be game over, guys, right? We're going to see more of these things happening before it truly begins, guys, right? More banks failing and whatnot. This is totally fine, right? Everything's fine, guys. Jerome Powell over there at the Fed stating the economy is just a-okay, guys. Don't worry about it. They're going to keep saying it literally until it all dies, guys, right? Remember when they stated that what's it called? Inflation is just transitory. It's just going to be here for a little bit amount of time, right? Look what happened. Yeah, what recession? This is all perfectly normal, right? So these are all the warning signs. These are literally the warning signs before the day the reckoning, guys, occurs. Another one, the Fed in January 2008 versus July 2023. So back at January 17th, 2008, they stated that Fed is not forecasting a recession. Okay, and look what happened during the next 2 years or whatnot, right? The housing bubble popped. Now look what they're stating right here. July 26th, 2023. Powell says Fed staff is no longer forecasting a recession. Huh, interesting. Again, guys, right? This is so funny. So the game plan is quite clear. They're going to literally trick everyone to do the opposite of what they actually believe in, right? Now imagine if cryptocurrencies reach a new all-time high. The stock market does. What's going to do that? What's the retail's psychology going to be when that occurs? Oh, we're just going to keep rising. Remember, the economy doesn't say or doesn't tell how the I mean, the stock market doesn't tell how the economy is doing, guys, right? So if the stock market is going to a new all-time high, the economy is going to S. You guys see the divergence that's taking place, guys, right? Now, let's quickly talk about Bitcoin, and then we're going to get to the juicy part of the video on how we probably go up first before the collapse occurs. Bitcoin has fallen below its bull market support band every August and September of its pre-halving year. It normally happens because SPX tends to have a correction in August-September of the pre-election year. Oh, remember, the elections are taking place next year as well, guys, right? Think about it. Interesting, right? So the real question is, will they let the markets collapse before the elections, or will it be afterwards? Now, the majority believes we're going to rally until at least the elections occur. But there's a small group of people that believe that we may honestly dump, crash, collapse, plummet in price before the elections, right? So if we're going before the elections, guys, Joe Biden, that side of the team group, will be at fault if the collapse occurs, and who will be coming in to clean it all up? Donald J. Trump, right? So anything can happen, guys. So I'll just be aware of any type of scenario possible, right? And in this chart, it just shows Bitcoin how we could possibly dump within the next few months, guys. But I don't think so. I believe we go up, right? That's just my opinion, though, guys. Not financial advice. You can think whatever you do wish you think about. Now, another Bitcoin talk before we talk about XRP, and it's very fascinating, guys. Pay very close attention. So, new, CNBC is now reporting live on the upcoming Bitcoin halving. Quote, it is a technical event called the halving, which typically marks the start of a bull run for Bitcoin, end quote, right? So the news, the mainstream news is now talking about Bitcoin, right? These cryptocurrencies, and it seems as they're getting bullish, guys, right? So remember, when the media is bullish, you want to be quite the opposite. But wait a minute, I don't think right now, when the media and everyone's grandmas and cats and dogs are so bullish, remember back in 2021 when everyone was euphoric, that's when you want to be bearish. Well, if you're bearish, everyone's going to say you're just a weak holder, right? People are going to become toxic against you if you become bearish, if you do the opposite of them. So you have to have your emotions in check beforehand, right? Your mind in check. CNBC reporting on Bitcoin and talking about the 2024 halving and how it usually marks the start of a bull run, right? If you believe we won't see new all-time highs until 2024 because we need to wait for the halving, you are a part of the herd. The herd is usually wrong. I look forward to new all-time highs on Bitcoin this year, right? This year it could take place, guys. Now, it would obviously connect to XRP. It truly is time, right? So let's prepare. So the game plan is quite clear. This is just my beliefs. We pump, cryptocurrencies pump, stock market pump. We probably see new all-time highs, most definitely. I think so. And then when everyone's so bullish, they're going to pull the rug when everyone's asleep. But everyone can't be asleep, right? Because half the world will be awake, half the world will be asleep. So interesting, isn't it? Now, CoinsKid tweeted out this XRP chart. This is a very fascinating chart. I'm actually mind blown looking at this, guys. I've never seen this before. I don't think so. XRP breakout target new all-time high. When you zoom out, you can see the bigger picture. Possible 6-month double bottom ascending triangle forming. Compression leads to expansion. As we see right here, what do we see, guys? Okay, this is a very beautiful chart. Now, first things first, this is XRP USD on the 6 monthly or the 6 month candles, guys, right? It's so insane. This is an insane long-term chart because we're talking about the 6 months. Each candle represents 6 months of time, right? You got 6, 12, and it keeps going on, guys, right? So all these candles takes us back to years and years and years. This is why this is a humongous pattern or chart in play. So this is a pattern called the ascending triangle, right? Now this pattern usually breaks to the upside as well, right? And it usually doesn't go towards the end of when they collide together, right? It usually takes place 75% beforehand. So this year, maybe next year, right? we're getting close to this breakout, guys, and for XRP to reach new all-time highs, which will be a beautiful sight to see, right? This is on the 6 months chart. Isn't that crazy? It sure is. But then at the same time, we see FUD occur, which is a good thing. This person tweeted out, Ripple loves dumping their XRP coins on everybody. XRP used to have 1.3 billion tokens and now it has 50 billion tokens, right? Its market cap goes up over time, but they unlock their coins and dump on the market. Remember, the max supply is 100 billion, right? They have been dumping rewards for 10 years on everyone. Ouch, XRP. Now, this is crazy, guys, okay? Wrong. At launch, 100 billion XRP tokens were created, not 1 billion. 80 billion were allocated to the company and 20 billion to the 3 founders. Jet McCaleb finished dumping his tokens last year, and you can find that on BitThump by looking up his taco stand wallet. Approximately 50 billion are currently in escrow today, which will be needed as Ripple carries out its vision. This is not a short-term S-coin, guys. Exactly, right? Exactly. Interesting. Now, not only that, guys, I do want to mention that XRP is the only asset out there with actual clarity at hand, right? And as you guys can see by the comments down below, people are saying he doesn't know what XRP truly is, right? No, exactly. People who don't do research end up looking silly, guys, right? There are a lot of misinformation about XRP, most definitely. A lot of misinformation about this coin, guys. I don't know why though, right? Again, this is why this coin seems very special to me. And look at this, guys. All we need to do is survive till 2025. Then possibly we'll be called legends, right? We'll be called the people who weathered or persevered through the storm. Not financial best, let's be prepared. But anyways, guys, hope you guys amazingness. See ya.